It was a complete domination from Mexico while they beat South Africa 2-0 at the opening of FIFA World Cup. HUGO BROOS lied to us, telling us that we'll play a entertaining football, a football that will us as a nation be proud of. Were you proud of the tactics that he used? I wasn't proud of it because he used the perfect system, a system that has never worked for us. We even know that at AFCON he tried to use the backfire system against Cameroon at round of 16. It backfires. We didn't win the match. It wasn't entertaining. It was so depressing for us to watch. Even this game against Mexico, he used the same backfire system and it was very depressing for us to watch. We all know as a South Africa, as a nation, or as a South Africa, or we all know as a nation, South African football don't use a backfire system. Even my case that was relegated, or I don't know if they were relegated, but even my case, Orbit College, Marumugalans are not using a backfire system. Why are you trying to change the format that we are playing at the World Cup? Why are you trying to change the format that we are playing at the big stages? Why can't you just trust us and play for ourselves? Because of sometimes losing is not a bad thing, but losing without dignity is something that hurts more. I'm hurt because of we lost without dignity. No people, I think right now people in this world, I think South Africa is a team that cannot do a little things or the basics of football. What we all know as South African, we are very good and we have the most talent. But HUGO BROOS disappointed us by using his system. And it backfires the very, very, very bad. As always, it does backfire. And the Sithole red card wasn't something that scared me because of, in my previous video, I already said Sithole is our weakest link in midfield. Sithole always makes problems, always makes mistakes that are very costly. That pass from Rowan Williams wasn't a bad pass because if I see people are blaming Rowan Williams, saying he made a wrong pass, he wasn't supposed to pass the ball to Sithole. But we all know the moment as a keeper or as a person that plays football, when you pass the ball wide, the touchline become an extra defender. So if you pass the ball wide to Moda or whoever who is in the wide areas, then you are forcing him or two players go there and and press him. And when they press him, they have an extra defender as well as the touchline. So the pass that went to Sithole wasn't a bad pass because of, if Sithole scanned, he will realize or ball doesn't need him to trap in. You just need to make a wall pass to pass it back to Mokoena. I mean, not Mokoena, Rowan Williams, or pass it wide to Modao, because of the moment when they see that ball coming to you, two men are pressing you, and when they are pressing you, this means there's someone who's left free at the other position. So I think Sithole didn't do his job thoroughly so of scanning, and he didn't need to receive the ball or trap the ball dead in his feet, because of in midfield we all know midfield is always congested areas. There's always someone who trying to press you, not like the wide areas or as a center. Sithole being our weakest link, this red card, it serves him well. So right now this thing we can use it as our blessing in disguise. Those red cards are blessing in disguise for us because of right now we are left with three midfielders, which is Adams, Mokoena and Talenda Mbata. Those three midfielders who are left, they force HUGO BROOS to play with the system that we know, a 4-2-3-1, because of he doesn't right now to play with a back five. Another thing that is costly for us is that we no longer have Tambazwane. Tambazone right now is gone, and while Tambazone for us is useless for us in this World Cup, because of we all know Tambazone is not a player that's gonna play 90 minutes. So we are not gonna talk about the players that he left out, but let's talk about those who are there. I'm thinking more the coming match, you need to play the system that we know, the 4-2-3-1, in midfield using Adams Mokwena as a 10. We just need to play Mufuking because of there's no other person who can play there. And now the wings, Moremi, Apolis, then Renas. We no longer need Foster. His hold up play is not helping for us. It's not helping because we all know Renas. I'm not going to say Renas. Foster at Burnley, he wasn't playing for the past 3 months. So ana fitness Foster. So the other thing is that the other thing I want to talk about is our group standing. Our group standing, we are below. We are at our group A. We are the last one in position 4. But that thing must not worry us because of we all know even the person who's in position 3 can get out of the group stages since we have a round of 32. So in this manner, it helps us, or the next coming game we're playing against such a republic, we can try to collect maximum points. If you collect 3 points from there, then other 1 point from South Korea, we are good because we cannot afford to have 3 points in this group, since we all know discipline of a team helps the team to go to the others to the following round. Because of if you are number 5, maybe number 5 round, let me try to explain this proper. If as we know, they take the number 3, but they're only gonna take the best only 8 teams that are in position 3. So if we are number 5 and the rest of the teams are equal with us with points, maybe let's say 3 points, therefore it means because of us we have 2 red cards. This means it's gonna be a disadvantage for us because of the other team. We don't know how are they performing, how are they disciplined. They don't have if they have many yellow cards or what. But since it's a red card and a yellow card, they don't wear the same, so it will cost us very hard. So we don't need 3 points, we only need 4 points to qualify. Other thing is that I saw that Hugo Broos is still positive about us getting out of the group stages because of the journalist asked him is he still believing in what he said at the beginning of the World Cup, and his answer was, I quote, "In a tournament you never have to think too far because of anything can happen." So for us, the goal stays like it was a week ago. We like to survive the group stages, and it is all possible. I'm with him. It is possible for us to survive the group stages. But for us to survive the group stages means, Hugo Broos, you need to sacrifice and change your tactics. Your tactics are not good for us, and their tactics are the one that are making us suffer. So I'm saying, Hugo Broos, please, whatever you thought is gonna work against Mexico didn't. Whatever you thought you were trying to achieve using a back 5 system, it didn't. It backfired. As though I'm confused, or why is he positive about it? Because over the press conference he says something like Mexico didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do. Yes, when people are defending deep, you might have a little bit of spaces to attack because of the defending deep, but that doesn't mean Mexico didn't know what to do, because of they knew what we have Sithole, who's our weakest link for them more press. All those goals they were forced, they were mistakes upon us. All those goals they were made because of our carelessness. And the other thing is that Mexico played very well. Mexico team wasn't a team that was there to beat us 2-0 or teach us a lesson. If we played the system that we know, or we played our normal game, because of it's different. This thing is different. It's different to lose playing the system that you know, because if you know you're gonna lose with dignity, than to play something that you don't know. I think I said it at the beginning. So I'm saying Hugo Broos, can you please make us as South African proud? Can you please try to change whatever you are thinking or whatever you thought or is gonna work for us? Can you please try to make things better for us as South Africans? Because of I cannot watch my team play the way they did at the beginning of the World Cup. I cannot survive to watch my team being beaten or being embarrassed, chasing shadows, because it's not South African that I know. Another thing, I think those friendlies, they didn't help us, because of we were playing with teams that having a low block. And I don't think any team, because of since in Mexico embarrassed us, such republic won't be afraid of us, South Korea won't be afraid of us. They will come gun blazing for them knowing our midfielders are making mistakes, so they're gonna try and press them. So with that said, I'm hoping that our boys are ready for the next fight, because of it's not gonna be easy. It will be tougher than the Mexico game. It will be more difficult. It will need them to be psychologically there, emotionally there, because of they are carrying a nation. They are carrying a nation that is having a lot of hope in them. That make no worry. As a nation, South African football